Welcome, everyone. Sorry for the slight delay. We wait for the other people who confirm they will be here to connect, but in the meantime, we can start, I think. So I will briefly introduce the master's program and its feature, and I'm also introducing the three alumni who are here today with us. Today, the open day is more focused on the creation of travel experience. As you know, our master program has basically three focuses now, which is events management, hospitality, and then experience design. We dedicated, in case you want to have a look at them, the first open day in July to the events management, and the second one was in September, was a more mixed one. And we dedicated a third one and last month to hospitality management, and now this one is dedicated more on, focused more on travel experience and experience management, therefore. So that's why we have here some of our alumni that will tell you what has been their experience in this specific sector, and they come from organizations. There are different organizations as well, so you can have also an idea of how many then are the organization that can manage experiences, because usually we think when we talk about this, we think just about travel agents, basically, but there are other organizations like destination management organization, for example, but Martina comes from an hotel chain, so it's again a different kind of operator that we are not so used to think in connection with creating a full travel experience. Therefore, they will provide different perspectives and different points of view on this kind of job. I will just briefly introduce the features of the master's program. As I said, we have three different kind of focuses. These focuses then have been created because in this way we hope that we could introduce better the students and future professionals to the world of opportunities that the tourist industry offers. It is usually not very well perceived from the outside how many possibilities. I won't go through these slides, but you can see some of the possible companies you can work within the tourist sector, and as you can see, you go from cultural events to education, consultancies, hotels, of course, destination management organizations, digital services, digital marketing, AI-based system, green certification, and a lot of other kind of opportunities. There is also all the parts related to food and wine, for example, winemakers and canteens, which are now developing more and more the hospitality and experience development activities. So there is a world of opportunity. One of the goals of these open days is also to provide you with an idea of what this industry can offer. And besides having a lot to offer, it's also one of the three most growing industry in the world now for GDP, and so as also a lot of perspective in the future, and more possibly to offer in the future. So just briefly this introduction to then introduce one of the possible opportunities. We asked Martina Krasna, which is, as I said, one of our former alumni. Presently she is working for Belmond, which is well, not an hotel chain exactly. It's more a collection of very, very peculiar hotels and experiences. For example, they manage the Orient Express, just to give you an idea of what kind of company it is, but then Martina will go more in depth about this. And there she is not working at the front office, she is not working at the back office like we can imagine, or as a food and beverage manager, as we imagine usually the jobs within the hospitality industry, but she is a travel advisor. So I will let Martina explain to you what she does, what kind of job she does, how she got there, and what is her experience. Thank you, Martina.
Thank you, Federica. So, yes, as Federica said, I was an alumni back in 2017 at the master. I would like, first of all, to tell you why I choose this master. That maybe some of you have the same thought that I had 7 years ago, because I came actually from already university in tourism. And so I wanted to kind of speed up the time and get on the job. So after many research on the web, I found out the master, and I really like the part where you have this connection with the real world of work opportunities. And in fact, that was because after the part where you study and all the meetings with the professors, we had a lot of meetings also with professionals. And for me, that was the case when we had the meeting with the HR manager of Belmond. She came to present the brand, and that was kind of an epiphany for me, because I just said, okay, I want to go there, I want to work for them. And that was my case. There was different opportunities for internships, and I ended up in Liguria just randomly, but mainly because the sector I was interested in was events. In fact, I started in Belmond in 2017 as events trainee, and then for 6 years, 7 seasons, I was a PA, so personal assistant to general manager there. And then for many different reasons, I just decided to, let's say, stay in the company because I really liked it, but to change my career path.
Sorry, Martina, just to explain
Yeah.
that, but also to let them understand which kind of company it is and why you fell in love with it
Yeah.
a bit. Martina was working as the personal assistant of the general manager of the Splendid Hotel in Portofino, which is kind of an icon of Portofino
Yeah.
and of the tourist sector, yes.
Yeah, it's our gem up to date, I have to say, in the company, together with Cipriani in Venice. So yeah, the company, it's pretty amazing if you are into luxury travel. We are actually part from 2019 of the LVMH group, which is the biggest luxury group in the world. Family Arnault is the owner, just to give you an idea. And there are many different opportunities, as Federica said, because it's not only the hotels we sell. We have a different portfolio. We have about 40, 45 hotels in the world, and we are going to buy more on, especially focusing on Italy. And we do have trains and cruises. We also have safaris. So it's a very wide world. In my position as a Belmond travel advisor, I take care of the reservations process for the products. Right now, I'm focused on hotels, but the goal is to be focused on all the portfolio, so trains and cruises, and also safaris one day. As I said, my focus right now is on hotels, also because I came from that reality. There are 40 hotels in the world. The main focus is Italy, where we have 9 hotels there. And we work via a platform which is called Salesforce, where we receive all kind of requests from the guests. Um, from last year, we actually changed name, and this is to make guests better understand what we really do, because we were the central reservation office. But from last year, we became the global customer contact office. Why? Because we don't work only in Rapallo, where I'm located, but we have 4 different offices in the world to, let's say, cover all the time zones. And we work as a global team with many different languages spoken, of course. And the idea is to give service 24/7 to the guests. We work with all kind of clients, so direct guests, but also travel agencies and tour operators. With some of them, especially tour operators, we do have some contracts over the year that our sales manager decides and keep the relationship over the year with them. And with travel agencies, we have special benefits reserved to them. Our main, let's say, the famous inside the company benefit is the Bellini membership, which is our top category of travel agencies we work with. In my job, we take care from the first, let's say, meeting with the guest. In fact, I like to say that the first phase of the hotel is not the front desk, but is actually the reservation, the customer center, because it's from the first hello that you have on the phone with the guest when you try to understand what they're looking for, but not only the budget, what kind of room or what kind of an experience, why they're traveling for a special occasion, for how many nights. It's from there that you make the first contact. And if you do well there, hopefully their holiday is going to be very, very lovely from then on. So we work from there. We take care from the reservation, and then afterwards we take care of, let's say, make the guest put the guest in contact with all the other parties in the hotel or in the train. So concierge if they need them, rather than housekeeping if they have some specific requests. And we kind of stay there and assist them along the way. Another thing that I would like to say is we work with LQA standards. LQA, it's leading quality assurance, is a company which basically gives the hospitality world, luxury hospitality world, some service standards. This is not only for reservations, but if you are interested in hospitality in general, every department has their own standards. And this is very important because in luxury in particular, the quality is like the most important thing in all the process. And that's for me. That's all for me.
I have a question is just to have a
Yeah,
bit maybe clarifying what your work is. I guess that given the kind of guests you have and the kind of products you sell, your work is more like a consultant one often more than from the just to book a room. I guess that's not
exactly.
exactly what you what you do, but more like
Exactly. No,
uh,
no, let's say that the guests that book Belmond the most of them, they know what we're talking about. So they know that the rates are going to be crazy for us
Yeah.
humans, normal humans, but not for them. So the thing that they're looking, and that's why I also wanted to mention that LQA is for the top quality, even in the first human contact, so the one with us. So they want to be really, as the name of my job position said, a travel advisor. So they wanted to be really advised in everything, not only the reservation process, but how do I get there? How, but not only like the road, but what kind of car you offer and what's the amenities in there and what can I do there in the area as well. So this is easy when you have a few products to sell. It's a little bit hard when you have to sell 50 of them and when you did not visit them all. Because I was lucky enough, and this is an opportunity for all Belmond employees to visit some of the products because we have this program, which is very nice to say as well. It's a benefit, it's a huge benefit. If you work with Belmond, we have this Belmond Discovery Program, which after 6 months of work, you get to have some nights complimentary in our hotels. So this is a very good thing. And even before working in reservation, I was very interested in this thing. So I went to some hotels and visit them as a tourist, but also took the chance, to do some site inspections and check up the rooms and the amenities and the services we offer, because the guests really look into that and they really look into, they can book online, if they want the room, just a room. They can go on the website and book it there. But we receive a lot of calls because they really want to be assisted for the price they pay, of course. It's not only the product, it's very much the service we provide in there.
Thank you. Also, sorry, Elisa, I don't know if you have a question yourself or someone else, because
Yeah.
Martina has to leave also, so it's
I
your
have no
chance
questions
now.
in chat.
Yeah.
No, there are no questions.
Okay. Okay.
But, I don't know if you have question, please, you can talk or you can write in the chat because Martina should leave really soon. So,
Yeah, absolutely. If anyone has questions, even, after the call, feel free to contact me. I will be more than happy to go in more deep with you.
Okay. Maybe as a last thing we can ask Martina, how it was her experience with the master's program, and she just hinted it a bit, what she was impressed with, but maybe we have 5 minutes. Okay,
No, yeah, as I said, I was very, very happy with the master. I always recommend it. I had chance to speak with other potential alumni over the years. They came to me and asked, how was it? How did you like it? I really liked the format, the focus on the work, the actual the reality, because I think that many of us came already from tourism, like a little of studying tourism. For me, example, as I said, I studied in Rimini. So the school part, it's good. The lessons are very good, but to me, it was the focus on the job, and I also liked, for example, the live projects we did at the end because it was a first chance to, try something practical, and the connections we had with all the tourism field was very, very nice. And also on the human side, because that's important as well. We kept contacts a lot with a lot of my colleagues from the master, and some of them really became really close friends. For example, Chiara Fulgenzi lives here in Rapallo with me. She worked at Splendido with me, so we're very close friends. But also with Beppe, I went to his wedding, so it's it's very nice on that part too.
Okay. Thank you. Then, Martina, we leave you
Thank you
so you have next
Okay.
very much,
activity.
Martina.
Next activity,
Okay.
Martina.
Thank you.
you.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. As I said, if any
Thanks to you.
comes with any question afterwards, I'm here.
Thank you,
Thank you
Martina.
very much, Martina. Thank you very much, Martina. Well, I then go on from what Martina underlined as one of the features of the master program, which is getting in touch with the real world in a way. So with the reality of the of jobs and of management in this industry. This was a feature of the program in the past years, and in this new edition, which is in English from 2025, we also kind of put in further enhanced this kind of feature, and so we are focusing basically on three features. The main features of this program are three, and the first one is, as Martina said, real world learning experiences, which will be realized through live projects, as one of the last thing Martina mentioned. A real live project is an activity where the master class is a consultant for a business or for a destination, and they are trying to help solving problems or assessing the feasibility of a business idea, or trying to support and give advice on how to develop then, or from the practical point of view, that business idea. This gives the chance to the class to work directly with the manager and to see how a company works from a bit from behind the scenes in a way, directly, before having to begin the internship, therefore. So it's kind of contact we create before the internship itself. And this part has been enhanced, as I said, from the new edition on. We will have also industry days. Industry days, again, were things that we were doing with the previous format of the program, but we enhanced this part more. What does it mean to have industry days? We will go and visit the companies to work there. So it means to do some activity there with the managers. It's a thing we usually did, for example, with Hilton for the HR management part, but we are enhancing this and doing this for F&B management and for other aspects of management in the events business or experience design. We will do this basically during the days, the live part of the program, because as you possibly have seen, the program is divided basically is a hybrid one. We have a part of the lectures online, and then we have 4 weeks live on-site full immersion in March. And these 4 weeks will mainly be focused on this kind of activity. So go there on the field and work within the different businesses and the different companies. And then, of course, we will have industry classes. In this case, will be distributed also during the online part of the master. The one what Martina beforehand was mentioning, that she met the HR manager of Belmond during one of these during the master program. It was one of this kind of classes, and not it was not during the the internship process, but during the classes, because we ask a professional to get into the class and explain what their activity is, what is their daily activities, what is their job, what are the problems, what is the company is thinking to do in the future, and so on. And so this is, of course, a chance to have a look again at the real world of the industry, but also to meet directly these people, which is useful on one side, so you have a more detailed idea of which kind of people they are, what kind of attitude they have, as with their job might be the ones you want to as a career, and also gives you the chance to talk directly to them and not being one of the million CVs they receive every day. And the other feature of the program is our academic knowledge. Again, it is applied academic knowledge, although it might be not easy on the beginning to understand the link between the first part and this part, but we provide technical skills, and we will be focusing more and more on innovation from now on. Is another feature we enhanced and changed a bit. So we used to have, for example, specific course on ICT and tourism. Now this course will be dedicated only on cutting edge innovation on tourism, while all the things that digital and AI based that are used in the industry will be already used in the industry, will be subjects that are integrated within the other courses. So when we are talking about, for example, HR management, since we started with that example, we will see how you recruit people using, for example, digital channels, or how AI can help you to sort out the CVs, for example. So it will be integrated into the marketing course, the management course, and so on. And as usual, and even here more enhanced, we will have the hands-on labs. So activities where you approach directly the problem and try to solve it. We are then the third key feature is our tailor-made career service. So again, our tailor-made internship research and support on that side, which, because it might be not that easy to then distinguish which kind of career you want in the sector. Because, as I said, there's a world of opportunity there. It can be fantastic, but also a bit confusing, and you might need some help and support on this side. And we are enhancing this as well with some specific labs dedicated to leadership development and to for the development of soft skills. We do this all through the program, especially for team working, which is a very important feature and usually not very taught in during the university undergraduate programs. So and So it usually needs a bit of boost as an activities, as are, for example, the ability to be to make decision on your own, which is one of the most difficult things to learn. So these are the key features of the program and the things we enhance for next year new edition. So just introduce these kind of things briefly, and maybe we will let another of our alumni tell you their experience. I will then ask maybe Marcello, who is in the car, so he was so kind to connect. In any case, also is just changing places and switching from one appointment to the other. If he wants to tell us about his own experience, Marcello is a travel designer and a founder of a company which is now called Mediterras. They started to work, the company is based in Sardinia, and they started to work on bike tourism when bike tourism was not the trend in a way, not in the fashion or that fashionable as it is now. It was a kind of new kind of product, an innovation of product at the time. And so I'll let Marcello tell you a bit about himself, what kind of work he does. Again, he is an entrepreneur as well, which is another perspective on things. And as he will tell you, the kind of activity his company carries on is very interesting and also very with many different aspects, not only organizing things. Thank you, Marcello. Stage is yours. You're on mute again.
Now can you hear me? I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Federica. And sorry for joining you by the car, but I was busy today, and I'm happy to share my experience with you. I did the master 2002, my God, and 2002, 2003. That was the year, because when I did the master, I used to start in November and end in September, October. And when I start the master, I have maybe a clear idea of what I want to do in my future, but I had a lack in knowledge in tourism, because my only experience in tourism at the time was working as a waiter in the summertime when I was a student, and then I studied law at the university. And so my purpose was to working in tourism, but with very few knowledge, especially of the marketing and the tourist market in general. And so the master helped me to have the tools to better understand how the tourist market works. And so for my experience was a very good education I get from the master. But when I start, of course, my experience in the cycling tourism was very few. As Federica said, was kind of the beginning, especially in Italy and especially for Sardinia, and so it was not easy, but the main reason was because my experience was very poor in this market. So when I started, I tried to have some cooperation with some agency with more experience than me, and my agency. And but the world was still a niche market, but growing year by year a lot, the cycling tourism. I mean, and after 4 or 5 years, I was working there. Once at the beginning of it was hard to explain to hotels and suppliers on land that was a good opportunity, and it was kind of a future of a new trend for the future of the tourist business, especially here in Sardinia, that used to have a good positioning and in the summer and beach tourism, and so it was hard at the beginning. And something changed, and the war, I can say, about the perspective of this new trend of tourism, active tourism in general, and especially in Italy. And this happened around the 2007, 2008. And now I can say that we're still a small company. We are 4 people working all year round, with partners all around the Mediterranean. Then I go in details and what we do in our business. But now it happens that a lot of hotels call us to propose us to work with them, and also some destinations. And so it's the feeling is like a boosting moment for this tourists, especially as you know, as you're studying maybe after the COVID period. And so the model of our business is we're a tour operator, online tour operator, and you should know that now in Italy there is a new formula for tour operating, and you can work online, and organizing package based on cycling tourism. But not only, we used to organize also some hiking and all other kind of experience tourism, like wine or gourmet tours. But mostly of our business, I can say 80-90% of our business come from cycling tours. And we sell directly to the final customer, and also we work as a ground operator for some international tour operators. Our bigger market is the US and Canadian market, and then UK, but actually we have guests from all around the world, also Australia, South Africa, and that's increasing a lot. Also some South American market, like especially Brazil, and other Eastern market as well. And basically we have 2 formulas. And yes, the guided tours that could be from a short breaks, talking about 4 nights, up to 2 weeks, sometimes also 1 month of tour. But the mostly is for 1 week tour. And so the formulas are guided tours, where the guests are in a small group. We're talking about 8 to 15 people normal in a group tours, in assisted by 2 guides, one cycling with them and the other driving a van, a support van that assists the guest along the day, along the experience. And the tours, the rides start from a leisure, what we call the leisure, that could be 30 to 50 kilometers per day, up to the very advanced, so more than 100 kilometers per day. And we provide everything in the guided tours. So we welcome the guests at the airport. We transfer them to the first hotel. We do the check-in all together, then a bike fitting, briefing of the whole tour, first dinner all together. And then every day there are different experience along the day. Of course, with cycling, because it's cycling tours, and but it's tourism, so it's not a training camp. It's tourism, so we stop along the day to visit some highlights we can meet. We do lunch that could be in a restaurant, or sometimes with some producers. So it could be a cheese producer, or a wine vigneron, and then we can stop for a museum, also for swimming sometime, or to enjoy some parks. And so we do several experiences along the day. Then we arrive at the next hotel, because normally it's a point-to-point tour. So every day, or almost every day, we change hotels, and this is the guided tours. And then there is the self-guided that maybe is less known by you, which is the self-guided that it makes the self-guided. I mean, it makes 70% of the business. I guess the world market of biking tours, and the self-guided is a formula where the riders, the guests, go on their own during the day, but all the services are already organized. So we used to meet them at their arrival. Normally, we offer them also a shuttle from the airport to the first hotel, and again we do the bike fitting together, the tour briefing, and then we provide them with the information to go on their own, to have a direction along the route. At the beginning was with a road book and a map. Now we are converting, all the tour operators are converting to the smartphone. So we provide the smartphone with a app on, which has a map with the route, and the guest has just to follow the route, and then all the information, kind of a guide, online guide, that give them all the information. And from a remote, we assist them. So they are on their own. They have just to pack the luggage in the morning and leave it at the reception. And we provide to move luggages from first hotel to the next one. And then by remote, we give them kind of online concierge. So now we are on WhatsApp all the day. So they can write us, chat with us during the day, asking in case of problem, of course, and we try to assist them also with mechanical problem. Normally, we have suppliers in the older destination that can reach the guest with some serious mechanical problem to solve them in 1 to 2 hours. But we can also pick it up them and give them a lift to the next hotel in case of big problems, or in case of some injury, or some bad days, or big rain, storming, and something like that. So we assist by remote the guests all around the route, but they cycle on their own, and so they have a kind of very individual experience. So actually, it's a kind of our individual guests. So normally are couples, and could be a small group, but a very small group, like 4 people, like families, or very small group of friends that go with these formulas. And the technologies now has a lot to offer this kind of experience. Then we are based in Sardinia, but we work in all the Mediterranean. And so the model we have is to have some partners in the other destinations. So we have partners in Sicily, in Puglia, Albania, Croatia, Andalusia, Greece, and that they welcome the guest for us. And they organize the services on land. For us, no hotel. We personally scouted all the route. We choose all the service personally, so we go with the booth on land to explore the new destinations, and kind of one per year we go to check all the route and all the services. To change hotel, we have some backup solutions, and so we organize the experience in all the destination, but we have partners to give services on land. Actually, is to welcome, to provide, to welcome the guest, to provide the rental bikes, and to move luggages. And this is very important for us. Is strategic this cooperation, especially when we have some trouble with, the bikes can give problem, especially now that there are the e-bikes that open the market a lot, are opening the market a lot. So the market is growing a lot thanks to the e-bikes. But the e-bikes give the chance to a lot of people to do cycling tours, but a lot of people without any experience, especially mechanical experience with the bikes. So sometimes even for a punch, they need to be assisted, because everybody has a good habit of activity. Good walkers or people that use a bike to go to work can do a tour like this with e-bikes. And so it's very important to have a good partner on destination to develop kind of tour, business like this. And to develop this network of contact, it helps us a lot to be part of some international or also national organization. And for example, we are part of ATTA, which is a big association based in the US. But if you are interested in adventure market, please go to check their website. There are a lot of resources, also studies of statistics and data in general of the adventure tourism. So it's very important. It's ATTA, and they organize a lot of meetings and give us the chance to get new good contacts on the other destination. And also we are part of another organization, which is Active Italy, which this is only for Italian tour operators, where we share a lot experiences and also suppliers. Those as normally, and we are all small company, mostly of the company in this business are small company, and so we are happy normally to help each other, also sharing experience and suppliers on the different destination, like good bike rental or good bus travel transportation and taxis and wineries and whatever can be included in the experience of this kind of tourist. Because the good news for you is that this business is increasing a lot. From when I started, we normally measure, talking with the other operators, we measure in the old destination kind of 10 to 20% of increase each year. So it's really becoming bigger and bigger year by year. So if you are interested in this market, you can consider this business that there should be in the next year space for more companies, more companies, definitely. And I think I have spoke enough. And so if you have any question, I'm happy to give you more information and answer you.
Thank you, Marcello, and also thank you for underlining these changes with technology to now to basically help us to assist the clients at a distance. So in a way, it's assisted but not guided. Guided when they want and not guided when they don't want it. In a way, so it changes also the kind of relationship, but changes a lot of the job because I guess that creating that app was not exactly easy. So you have to understand technology, how it works, how it can help you a lot. So it is
a lot.
Another kind of aspect of the business, as I was saying now, is integrated in whatever course we are making because it is part of everyone's job, really. I don't want to, since it's already 6 p.m., so I will introduce our next guest, who works for a different.
1 second, Federica, because there is a questions in the chat from Sergio.
Yes,
How many people are in the master class? I think maybe interested for all. Interesting.
Yes, depends on the year, but the last year and this one, I think that will be around the 15 to 20 people, more or less. That will be the size of the class, also because some of the characteristics of the features of the master has changed in the time of Marcello. I think there were 30, something like that, people. But yeah, it's evolving to a different kind of product. And as for Alice, please write to tourism.
Don't worry.
To communicate that you graduated, that you have your degree, and we will get in touch with the university office about this and tell you if we need a certificate or something like that. Okay, Alicia? And thank you and congratulations, by the way, for your degree. And as I was saying, then we have our next guest, who is Annalisa. Annalisa works for another kind of organization, which is basically DMO, the Destination Management Organization. Although in the specific case, it's difficult to say. It's more like Destination Management Company or Destination Management Organization, which is Bologna Welcome, who is in charge basically of organizing, marketing the whole area of Bologna and also the Moto Valley and some of the area around the city of Bologna. So Annalisa will provide you with another different kind of perspective on how to create experiences and what kind of job that it is. She is the younger one here, so she graduated a couple of years ago in 2033. No, last year, really. And last year, really, I was going ahead of myself. And I will leave Annalisa to tell you what is her experience, how she got there, and what she is doing now and what she hopes to do in the near future, because, as I said, he is the starting of a career in her case.
Yeah. Hi, everyone, and welcome to this talk. I'm gonna talk about my experience in a very brief way, also because I don't have much of an experience since I officially graduated last year from this master and started working at my current company in November officially, because my stage period was from July to November, and then I started officially working there. I didn't graduate from a tourism undergraduate program in university, because I graduated in Japanese language, culture, and society at Ca' Foscari. And then I wanted to kind of broaden my knowledge and have an experience that gave me hands-on experience of the working world. And so I decided to attend this master because I wanted to see what the tourism world could give me from a job perspective. And when I first started this course, I didn't know what I wanted to do. And I'm still figuring it out right now, even though I'm working at the moment. But when I first started, I wasn't ready to start working because I was fresh out of university. I had nearly no experience because I had done some part-time jobs, but I had never worked for a company. And so this master gave me the opportunity to see what I could do and what I couldn't do, and to experience what various kinds of jobs to see if they were the nicest fit for me. And it also gave me the chance to experience various things that I couldn't have experienced otherwise. During the course, we, as Federica said before and the others said before, we had the chance to meet people that were working in various environments, from the hotellerie business to companies in marketing and other industries. And that gave me the chance to see things that I hadn't experienced before and I hadn't seen before, and gave me new opportunities in a way. And at the end of the master, I wasn't actually sure of what I wanted to do. So I chose a company that could give me a wide range of opportunities within itself. And as Federica said, I'm working for the Bologna Welcome Foundation, which is basically a DMC for the city of Bologna and its surrounding areas, but it's also much more than that, because the company in itself manages all aspects of the Bologna tourism environment, from the conventions and events aspects to the more marketing-oriented stuff. And we also provide support to the political organization of the city to organize events and products that can, in a way, market the city to a broader audience. More specifically, I started out by working in eXtraBO, which is a sort of a startup in the business, because we manage basically an info point within the company, which provides information and products in the outdoor area of Bologna. And the main focus of eXtraBO is that of providing the tourists with services that are beyond the city center. And also it has as its main goal that of avoiding over-tourism in the center of the city, since in some period of the year, Bologna is really crowded, and that became a problem since it cannot really have that many tourists in the main attractions. So speaking about my area, I work in the product development office, which is part of the incoming area of the company. And my area manages 2 info points, the one I was talking about just now, and another one which focuses on the city center and its main attractions. We also have an internal agency which provides private services to companies, private groups, and schools. They organize trips for all kinds of requests. They are all tailor-made and have a wide range of possibilities. We also organize services for outside the city, for the area that goes from Parma to Bologna mainly. And there are also the buildings that we manage in the town. We manage the 2 towers of Bologna, which now are closed to business because of some structural problems, but they will get reopened in the near future. And we manage the clock tower in the main city square, and also other buildings that are mainly museums and main attractions, which we are getting up to business in these months and will open to the public in the next few months. And then there is my team, which is the product development team, which focuses on developing products that are mainly experiences for the tourists. We manage private tours for the Path of God, which is a hiking path that connects Bologna to Florence. We manage a package focused on the Sun route, which is a biking path that is inserted in the Eurovelo 7, which is a bigger trail which connects the northern part of Europe to the southern part. And right now we manage the part that connects Bologna to Verona. So we manage various types of products. And we provide our clients with the best the city can offer mainly. And talking about what I do on a daily basis, when I first started out at eXtraBO, I mainly managed the info point with my colleagues. So I was managing the supplies of the shop, which mostly consist of merchandising connected to the products or books. I was collecting and analyzing data on the info point, curating content for our social media platforms and website with my colleague from the communication department. I was participating in fairs to promote our products and activities. And I was also helping with organizing presentation events and press conference in the building we have with the info point, which are more connected to the political environment of Bologna. Right now, I mainly focus on statistics and data analysis. I provide reports to our partner to enhance our revenues and to see where we can go and what kind of products our clients are requesting at a certain period of the year. And that's basically what I do on a daily basis. And then I also participate in fairs when it's necessary. And I was in Parma for the Camper Fair 2 months ago, I think. And yeah, that's basically it.
Can I ask you what was the most interesting or exciting activity you did during these months you've been there? The thing you liked the most?
Okay. I think it was mainly the product development stuff. Last year we created a package that connected the Bologna city center to the Apennines. We have the Corno alle Scale, which is the basically a ski location.
Ski area, yeah.
Yeah, for the Bologna area. And we created this package that connected, that had in itself the ski pass for skiing, of course, the transport, which included the train from the Bologna main station to Porretta Terme, which is the last stop of the train, and then the bus from Porretta to the Coronale Scale. And then it had also other services that included leasing of some stuff that you could use during the ski trip, restaurants, and right now we are redeveloping the package and including also hotel stays in the whole offer. And I think that managing that was one of the most interesting things. And also organizing fun trips for tour operators during fairs. For those who are listening and don't know what fun trips are, we organize sort of test tours for tour operators to try our products and then sell it to their clients. And in April, we organized fun trips for the Sun route with a few tour operators, and I was organizing the transport for these tour operators, the experience, booking the hotels, booking the restaurants, and all that stuff. And it was really interesting to go in deep on the organizational side of that kind of trips.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Again, if you have questions for Annalisa, you can write in the chat or open the mic and ask directly, or for Marcello if he's still there, but maybe he had to leave as well. Yes, I guess so. I can't see him anymore. And so I just closed down a bit just with some practical aspects, I'd say. So you can have an idea on how it is then practically organized. Okay, thank you, Elisa. Yes, if you want to have a one-to-one chat, of course, you can go on our website and you can reserve a one-to-one meeting with us. So we can discuss a bit more what are your aspirations, what are your ideas about your profile, and you can ask more specific questions about the program. As I was saying, from the practical point of view, as I said, we have a part which is online. This part will go on from January, when the masters begin, basically to the end of it, so in December 2025. And this part will be online and part-time, so 1 day and a half per week, basically. So if you have a job, part-time job, some activities to carry on, if you are finishing your postgraduate degree and you need some time to do this kind of activity, it's possible to do it while beginning also the program. And this, of course, is also taught for people who already are in the industry and want to enhance their education and their career. And then, as I said, in March, though, particularly, we will have the on-site full immersion weeks. So it will be organized Venice and around Venice, not only Venice. We will move around to visit and work directly on the field. And then June, September is the time for the internship. It can be it has to be 3 months minimum, but it has, as Annalisa hinted, it can be extended up to 6 months if the company and the students agree on this. And then we will complete after September the last activity. We are back online in that case. And in December, we will have the final project work discussion and then the graduation. So basically, it's an hybrid with half of it really is online, and then you have the 4 weeks, well, 1 month of full immersion. In that case, it would be every day, Monday to Friday, and we will concentrate there a lot of the hours we have to do. So in the end, it comes up to 50-50 online and on site. I see a question from Angela there. This calendar is new for the new program. For now, it seems to work in this from the feedback we received. So, but I'm not sure that if the next edition we will adapt it a little bit more and change a bit maybe the period of the full immersion or other kind of aspects, because this is the first year we organize it as this. But the mix of the mixed formula, so a part online, a part on site, seems to be has received very good feedback also from people working in the industry already so far. So yes, I can expect that it will be more or less the same also in the following years. You're welcome, Angela. Yeah, so I guess that's with this kind of bit of practical aspects, we can close this open day. We invite you to keep in touch. If you can get in touch with us through any basically digital channel you can think of, also using Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, whatever. You will find either the master program or Ciset, and you can get in touch through them. And of course, you can write by email at mtourism@unive.it. So if you want to have a chat, as we said, you can book through the website a one-to-one meeting, online meeting. So you have all the opportunities you like to get in touch with us, and to ask also if you have some doubts about your profile, if it is fitting for this program. But as I had the chance to listen, even these 3 people, you 3 alumni you met today, have very different backgrounds from the point of view of their undergraduate studies, as one was law, the other one was tourist science, and the third one was East Asian languages and literature. So 3 very different backgrounds. So from that point of view, don't be afraid of the kind of background you have. But if you want to have a chat, also if you want to advise on the kind of package you should choose, because we have a package dedicated to people working in the industry, but sometimes and a package dedicated to more to postgraduate students. But sometimes if you want to change or you want to change of career, change of company, and so on, you might want an advice on which one is the most useful formula for you. So there's also a chance to have an advice on that side if you like. And with that, I think that we can wrap it up. And
we can just remember that the next application deadline for the master, which will start in January, is the December the 9th. So
yes.
maybe
and it is the last one. And it is the last one.
It is the last one this time.
It is the last one.
So if you are interested for this year, so for the master program that will start in January, keep in touch with us.
Yeah, keep in touch, because there are some days or a couple of weeks ahead for this. So I'm thanking again Annalisa and Martina and Marcello for joining us and sharing their experience with us. And I recall as well that this open day has been recorded, so it will be available on our YouTube channel in the next days, and you will find there, if you are interested, also the previous ones, which, as I said, focus on different businesses. So you might have a complete overview, in a way, of many of the jobs this industry can offer, and career opportunities this industry can offer. And with this, I wish everybody a nice evening, and I hope to see you all soon.